What's up, nerds and nerdettes and wee little nerdlings all? It's your buddy Big Johnny G for Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming.
Shut up and sit down.
All right, happy Monday, everyone. Happy Monday, happy July, and happy summer. All three of those things are wrapped up in one today. Actually wrapped up in two. This morning, actually about 6 hours before this video dropped, at 6 a.m. this morning, as every Monday morning, dropped our weekly Two Gun Pixie Guide to let you know everything that's going on this week on our channel of Two Gun Pixie. As far as I know, we're the only YouTube channel that actually does post a weekly guide here on our YouTube channel. I might be wrong. I don't watch every single channel. There's a lot of them. Now, today, here, right now, with this Midday Monologue Monday, the first thing I got to do is say, what's up, July? That's right, it is summer, it is hot, and it is here. And we're ready to do some fun gaming around here. So we have a whole bunch of things lined up for this month, and I'm going to break it down by each day of this week. It's easy. I like doing it this way. Instead of breaking it down by the weeks, I break it down by the days. And we're going to start with Sundays. Sundays is the start of the week. I don't always start. Sometimes I start with Mondays. But right now, I don't know. That's just the way it came out. Is we're starting with Sundays here for our slide show gaming. And we do have quite a few titles up. We've been having a lot of fun. Me and the 20-sided Warriors breaking into some of these games and also just unboxing these games. Getting them new. We have some of these games we haven't even gotten to the table yet. But still, I like to show them off with this nice little showcase of a slideshow gaming experience. But that's going to lead us right smack dab into Mondays. Now, of course, right now we got our big double episode because this is a double episode. I'm going through this fast today because I also got to do the catalog for the summer. Now, there's also going to be a couple of new things. Oh, one new thing starting up. I'm getting ready for a new campaign. Because of that, I'm telling you guys all about it. And that campaign is for Werewolf the Apocalypse. This is the second edition of the rules, and I'm placing the game right in New York City in the 1990s. So there's going to be a two-parter starting this month of July. It's going to be a two-parter with me explaining, building the campaign, and getting it ready. Now, I've also got some midday monologues, like I usually do, just talking about things that are on my mind, such as Mind's Eye Theater, imagination, Mind's Eye Theater versus table builds. What kind of game master, dungeon master, and storyteller are you? Do you have a preference? Well, I talk about it, and I hope you check that episode out. Now, another thing that's kind of on my mind are superheroes. Superheroes in role-playing games. And I decided to put my thoughts to film, to video, to camera, to YouTube. And those thoughts are, there's too much super in my superhero games. You're going to have to check out that episode to figure out what exactly it is that I mean by that statement. But once you hear it, I think it's all going to make sense to you. And then we're going to get to close the month out as we close out every month, my friends. Please remember this. Every month, the last Monday of every month, we go live at noon here, Eastern Standard Time here in New York City. We go live at noon, and I cover the comments. And I'll answer any question you have. Viewer comments and AMA going live the last Monday of every month. Now, let's talk about Tuesdays in our Tabletop Takeout series. One of the things I want to do is I want to talk about HeroQuest. I have two videos actually lined up, sandwiching the beginning and the end of the month on HeroQuest with Tabletop Takeout Tuesdays. And the first one is on the core quest, the one that comes with the main box. The last one of the month is concerning the second campaign, the one I just recently finished up, and that is Keller's Keep. Now, in between those two Hero Quest episodes, this is a big month for Tuesdays. We got 5 Tuesdays this month. So there's going to be 3 other episodes. And we're going to be talking about Star Wars Outer Rim, Marvel Zombies, and Zaya, Legend of a Drift System. These are all games me and the 20-Sided Warriors have played and enjoyed, and I'll tell you what it is about each game that we did actually like about it. Now, you know, on Wednesdays, every single Wednesday, well, maybe not for the full 7 years we've been doing the channel, but at least 5.5 of those years we've been doing unboxings every single Wednesday. And this month continues with that. We got a 5 Wednesday month here coming up. So we have a whole bunch of unboxings to do. The first thing off is you're going to see something by Cool Mini or Not. There's also a title we have coming up from Hasbro. You might have an inkling of what that is or the line it's for. Gamelin Games. That's right. We have an unboxing from Gamelin Games that I'm waiting to get to the table and start playing. Yes, sir. Anakama Games. We're doing some unboxings for them and for their big series, and I hope to get that to the table soon to play. Now, with that, finishing up the Wednesdays, we're going to move in and see what Thursdays have. They're usually a bit of a mix with a few different style videos in them. Now, an old classic of the channel, we are keeping to the tune of Gaming Radar. And this month we'll start off with a Gaming Radar about a title simply called Earth. So you hear my thoughts, my initial thoughts on finding out information on that title. Now, a new series, which is still going strong right now, and it may be one of my more controversial series going on, and that's Am I the Asshole? Dungeons and Dragons Edition. And the reason it's controversial is because not everyone always likes my answers. But I don't care. Do your own Am I the Asshole episode then. But now there's going to be 2 because we have recently started for the last couple of months, and that's going to be continuing forward, my Tales of the Table episodes. We've doubled it up now. Twice a month is going to be an episode of Tales of the Table. We're continuing that. And this month we have Tales of the Table for our Speaker in the Dreams Dungeons and Dragons 3rd edition campaign that we're running. And this is still early on. This is only part 2. And 1 week we have the behind the scenes or behind the screen, the DM screen, where I show you the table build. I explain to you how I'm building it, what I'm using to build it, and what I'm doing with the adventure, how the adventure is going from my point of view as a DM, what changes I might or need to make in the adventure, the module of things that are coming up based on what the players have done. And then the following week, we have the Tales of the Table with the players, from their point of view, talking about their characters and the adventures that have been going on, the things that have been happening to them. And it's an awful lot of fun, and you get to see a lot of great pictures from our table builds during gameplay. So yeah, come by on Thursdays. There's always something awesome on this channel on Thursdays. Fridays. My friends, Fridays are a good game day. We do Friday night fillers. Games I usually try to pick games that run between 30 minutes and a half hour. Sometimes the shorter games, even than that, we'll play multiples of best out of 3. And I think we have some very fun titles coming up for the Friday, including one new game that hasn't been played here yet. Just a couple of months ago, we got the unboxing done, and it's time to get to that. And that's going to be Terraforming Mars, the dice game. Looking forward to that new title and seeing how that plays. Age of War. Age of War is a great little dice combat game that I've rocked out with Ron before, and we're going to try to see if we can get a couple of the other 20-sided warriors to join us to make it a little bit bigger of a game for that. Another one that me and Ron have had fun with, and I want to introduce to the other 20-sided warriors, is Frank Franzetta, the combat card dice game. It is a very strategic game. Me and Ron have had fun with it, and I want to see how it opens up with even more players. And then I want to have a classic here that I know that me and the 20-sided warriors have always had fun whenever it got put down on the table, and that's King of Tokyo, along with all of the damn expansions that I have for that specific line of the run, the Tokyo run. Give them a chance to pick anyone they want, go crazy, and have a little fun. Now, finally, that's going to lead us to Saturdays, where we do our Pixie playthroughs, our bigger games, larger games that'll take more than an hour to play. And Hero Quest will be making a return to Hero Quest, especially because we're starting a new campaign with this, and that's the Prophecy of Telor. Not only is it a brand new campaign, we've done part 0 or -1, I guess. We've done part 0. We did the core quest in the game. We did the bridging quest. We did the Keller's Keep quest. And I'm going to retire the Greyhawks, as I call them. I'm retiring the Greyhawks temporarily, at least for the next two quests. They will return in Return of the Witch King. But until then, we got a couple of other titles to play, and the first one is the Prophecy of Telor. So I'm going to be putting a new team together. I don't know who they're going to be. Right now, I have access to everyone that's publicly sold and available, so we'll have to see how I put that team together. Let me know in the comments if there's anyone you'd like to see me run for that campaign. Yeah, I'll consider it, because I don't know. I haven't made up my mind yet. Now, there's another new title that is currently still being unboxed because there's in so many parts, but it is about time to get it to the table and try it. Hopefully not solo, although I can do a solo run of it. I'd rather have the gang with me, have them have my back, and that is for Arceus. Yeah, really curious to try the steampunk Egyptian dungeon delve. That should be pretty good. Now, another title that we haven't done in a while. I've been really wanting to get it back in the list. I feel like it's time. It can be done now. There's room for it, so to speak, and that's Marching Order. I've played it a few times, at least once solo on camera, and the 20-sided warriors only got a chance to run through it once in its entirety so far. So I want to return to that. That really was a fun game, and there's a secondary project that's going to be tied to this, but that's further down the road that I'm not going to talk about right now. But yeah, I think that's it. That covers everything that's going on for the month of July. But we're not done, my friends. We're done with one side of my sheet. But now we have another side of my notes, my bullet points here. And that is the summer catalog. Yeah, things got rough. I usually do this as its own video. But the way it fell and having to do the live episode that I do at the end of every month really got in the way of getting the summer catalog, and I can't put it off anymore. So we're doubling up today. So we have some new games, some new titles coming in, ready to be unboxed, to hit the table. So over these next couple of months, you're going to see here an unboxing. Actually, the next couple of weeks, we have the unboxing coming up right in the beginning of August, I think. It is for Forbidden Jungle, the newest in the Forbidden series. And not only have I not played it yet, but now I'm already clamoring for the next title in the series to see what happens to those intrepid explorers. Tiny, epic Vikings. That's going to get an official unboxing and some camera time. It's about time that it got some camera time. It's been in the can. The unboxing has been in the can for like a year now. Just so many things going on and being unboxed and so many videos. I didn't have time. So it is a little late to drop that video, but it's going to happen. And I think you're going to enjoy it. And also the Ragnarok. Yeah, Ragnarok is getting dropped. That's the expansion for it as well. A new series that I'm jumping into, a small, tiny series, though not known as Epic, a new tiny series, pocket tin series of Mint. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? There's going to be an unboxing for Mint Delivery as well as Mint Control. And then we're going to get some playthroughs of those in and see how they feel. And there's like 3 more down the line that are going to be on the channel and getting unboxed. But right now, Mint Delivery and Mint Control. I'm also excited because Funko Games, I have a double unboxing coming down for one day, and that is the Avengers. Actually, I think the box is called Marvel Superheroes or Marvel. But anyway, this is the Avengers. And the singular expansion box for that, Thanos. Yeah, so we're going to get to see those. And there's going to be an unboxing for our Hero Quest game, as you're going to get to see everything that looks, feels, and experiences of Frozen Horrors. Those are the new titles. There's some more things coming in with the unboxings, but they aren't really new. They're more expansions and stuff. But those are the main ones really to worry about. If something important comes around, they're probably not the ones I'm going to switch out of the order. Yeah. Now, we have a new campaign. I mentioned this a little bit in part 1 of this video a few minutes ago. We've gotten to a point where we're taking a break in D&D for a mini campaign. About 4 or 5 sessions it should run, and it's a new game system I'm introducing to the players. They're already loving it. You haven't seen a video yet because we're so far ahead on our Tabletop Takeout Tuesdays. It's not going to drop till January. Yeah, and that's part 0. We just filmed we just finished filming and editing part 1. So that's February. So far ahead I am for the tabletops. Oh, that's great. That's great. But yeah, so I have a series of videos coming out now over the summer, building up to this. Get you ready, get me ready, get the gang in the head, you know? So we're going to be going over, there's going to be videos on creating, it's a 2-part video actually, on creating your Werewolf the Apocalypse 2nd edition campaign. So that's a 2-part video. If you're interested in a werewolf, those 2 are a must view. I think you're really going to like them. I also do one on New York City 1990s, Sept of the Green. A video about that, talking about the characters, the place, the cast, things you can expect to happen there, what's going on in New York City 1990s. Now, there's more gaming information videos that I have out, including character creation. Tom Vulo wanted to play a character in the game, so I do a video making his character, which I think is a lot of fun. You'll get to learn how a character is created with 2nd edition rules for Werewolf the Apocalypse. I also got a video on the first change, because that's very important. That's the most important thing, really, about setting up and establishing your character, would be the first change. Some storytellers play it out as part of the RPG experience, while others, like me, I talk it out with the players, and it's more of a written origin background. Leading into another very important thing that has its own video here, and that is the rite of passage. After your first change, you have to be initiated into being a werewolf, a garou, and learning of this society. It's so much different than most other role-playing games. Just setting up and getting ready for this, your character, their background, what's going on. These need specific videos in order to address. And that's what I'm trying to do. Because by January, Tales from the Table are going to be, they're going to be Werewolf the Apocalypse games. So I hope you enjoy those. And after that, we will be returning to our regular characters in our Dungeons and Dragons adventure. So just a little bit of a break in between. Now, we also have a return. We have a return. It's been over a month now. And I think it is time that Giacomo, the incomparable Giacomo, King of Bards and Bard of Kings, finally returns from his long quested vacation that he's been on. So take a look for that. They're going to be Sunday nights, Sunday afternoons, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it's great examples of bardic works. If you play Dungeons & Dragons and you have a bard, it is a must see series to check out Giacomo. So come on back. He's back. Check him out. He loves you. You love him. Now, a couple of months ago, I did a video on the Shelf of Shame, giving several examples of games in my collection that have not been played yet and they've been sitting there for a while. And there was a winner. It was a little close, but there was a winner. It's right behind me, right there, right over here. And that is the Mystic Wood. Yeah, old classic game by Avalon Hill, going back to the early 80s. It was given to me as a gift by a friend of mine who was clearing out his closet. So we're going to give that a chance, and we're going to see how that plays through. That's going to be a lot of fun, I think. Okay, so yes, we are continuing. We will be continuing with what is possibly my most controversial series to date, and that is Am I the Asshole? Dungeons and Dragons edition. Not everyone likes my answers, but you don't got to. Make your own video, okay? This is my channel and my episode. So there will be some more. And feel free to send us some suggestions. The information is on the screen in the corner. I'm not sure which corner I have it in because I haven't edited it yet. But it's in maybe here. Maybe it's right up here in this corner here. You can see the twogunpixie@gmail.com. So if you have any Am I the Assholes for D&D, send them to me. And me and the 20-Sided Warriors will do a video and let you know our opinion on who the asshole is. We have another return. A series that I did once. So can I call it a series? An episode I did once. I want to turn into a series, a weekly series, hopefully. And that's called Live at Lunch. Besides the filler games I have, I got some micro games that I think are really fun. That are small enough and quick enough that you could play during your lunch break. So we're gonna do some of that. We are gonna check some of those little micro games out and how fast they play, how easy they carry. Is it something worthy of a lunchtime gaming break for you? So yeah, check that out. The first one was fun. Was Medusa was the game that we covered, and we'll be branching out because I got a few more to cover. If you know of any micro games, tiny, fast play micro games that you'd like to see on the channel, yeah, send me a list. I need to build that category up a little bit. And finally, pretty much every season, there will be a fifth Thursday. This is the way the calendar dates work. And whenever there's a fifth Thursday of the month, there's an episode, a special episode on Thursday of Big Johnny G's 5 Favorite. And this time, I'm covering my 5 favorite Marvel games. And that's it. That is the summer catalog and the What's Up July all wrapped up in one. So thank you for checking this out. I'm your buddy Big Johnny G for Two Gun Picture Presents Legendary Gaming, and I am